Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll share my impressions about Megamare from Orto Parisi. This blue aquatic shower gel fragrance that is very easy to wear, and it's super mass appealing. The compliments flow like rivers when I'm wearing this fragrance. My girlfriend totally loves it. She's begging me to wear it more often because, quoting her, it smells like heaven. Now, leaving the jokes aside, Megamare is known for two main reasons. The first one, it has a great longevity and projection. So if you didn't know, Megamare is a beast mode performer. Even if I don't like that term beast mode, it has an insane longevity on the skin, on clothes, on everything. The second reason, the artistic, very niche, polarizing scent profile, which means it's more likely to find someone who doesn't like it than someone who does. Before sharing my impressions about Megamare, let's check a few things about the house of Orto Parisi. It was created by the master perfumer Alessandro Guattieri, which is also the owner and the perfumer behind Nasomatto. I think Nasomatto is a little bit more popular than Orto Parisi. The fragrances are a little bit more approachable than we have here. Some of the popular fragrances from Nasomatto are Black Afgano, Baronda, Pardon and Fantomas. Now going back to Orto Parisi, the inspiration behind this line is Alessandro's summer vacation spent in his grandfather's garden somewhere in the southern Italy. I believe the place is called Puglia. Now the fragrances are bold, earthy, some of them are animalic, some of them are sensual or have a sensual tendency. They are artistic, avant-garde, with a very good performance. They create deep emotions and experience when smelled, not literally, but they have something very special in them. Let's have a look at the bottle. The bottles are simple, elegant and minimalistic. This is something that I really like about this line. Also about Nasomatto, they have very aesthetic bottles. The caps are different for each fragrance, and on top they have something specific to the scent. For example, the cap of Megamare looks like oxidized metal, as if it's been weathered by the sea. And on top you have a seashell inlaid. Now back to the scent. This is an aquatic, marine, fresh fragrance that can be worn year-round. However, I think the best time would be in a cold summer morning, at least for me. The first time when I smelled Megamare, I expected to be very different. Why? Because I read and watched a lot of reviews, and in the end I had mixed feelings. When I sprayed it for the first time, I was expecting something dark, salty, vegetal, metallic and super musky, as it was described on Fragrantica and named the monster of the sea. But instead it was fresh, floral, sunny and very beautiful. Yes, it had a metallic salty tone running in the background, but it was very well blended with the whole thing. It was not bothering at all. Actually, it gave an interesting dimension to the fragrance. So the opening was beautiful. It painted a vivid picture in my head. Being at the shore of the sea, near an old wooden dock encrusted in sea salt, boats tied to the dock, sea vegetation of course. It was a beautiful sunny day with a blue sky, the water was blue, the waves were breaking, and have that soft sea breeze gently touching your skin. Now on that dock you have old fishing nets left around, some old ropes, and a man wearing a white grayish shirt with a beanie securing his boat on the dock, of course. As well, far in the background, dark clouds announcing that a storm will slowly arrive to the shore. So nothing crazy. It was unexpected to receive such beautiful opening, and I thought it would be perfect for a summer signature scent. And I was so happy for discovering this beautiful fragrance. But this joy lasted only 30 to 40 minutes. After 30-40 minutes, the fragrance changed drastically. It went from happy blue, green, marine, sunny, to a dark, musky, salty, metallic fragrance. It was like being picked up from the seashore and dropped in the middle of the ocean, all geared up for a diving session, for searching old relics and unknown shipwrecks and, I don't know, pirates' fortunes and rum. Now, the scent turns metallic, rusty metallic to be more precise. It becomes salty, musky and a little bit animalic. I know people say that it smells a little bit fishy. They say that it comes from ambergris. I do not detect any fish or fish-like, I don't know, marine fish-like smell. It has an animalic scent or facet or quality, but nothing to be scared of. There is no longer a happy, bright experience now. It's a little bit harsh, a little bit synthetic, and as it evolves, this part grows stronger. It feels like you end up at the bottom of the ocean. You see a huge shipwreck full of rust and marine vegetation, fish, tortoise and whatever is living there. And you get that unsettling feeling that a mythical creature may emerge from the shadows, catch you and drag you into the abyss. At this stage, the scent becomes slightly abrasive. It reminds me about the chemistry labs that I had in the college, where I was mixing different compounds, and some of them had the same smell I find in Megamare. I also noticed a very faint scent or a smoky incense accord that is not discussed anywhere or is not mentioned anywhere, which made me think of an abandoned old monastery by the sea on a rainy day. Not gothic, not dark, but mysterious, shadowy, a little bit haunting. By the end, the fragrance felt like the pitch black bottom of the ocean. Silent, endless, oppressive, full of hidden mysteries. Now, let's talk a little bit about performance. This fragrance has a very solid performance, and I want to emphasize that. Even after a shower, this fragrance is still on my skin, it still radiates, it still projects, and it's pretty much insane. I don't know what they put in this fragrance, but for sure a lot of ambroxan and a lot of musks. Also, before wearing Megamare, I always think carefully, because I would rather have something that lasts 6, 8, let's say 10 hours at the most and disappear after a shower, than having something that stays on the skin with hours, multiple hours and days, and cannot get rid of it. Also, the dry down is not the most appealing part of this fragrance. As mentioned in the beginning, the beautiful part, the sunny, bright, floral, citrusy, green, uplifting, mood-inducing, it's only in the beginning. This is not an office-safe fragrance. It's very polarizing. Now, talking about the compliments factor, I heard people saying that it smells like parsley with seawater, like burnt cables, like rubber. Some of my friends said that it smells like a fresh fragrance with wood. I kind of understand that, because it has an animalic facet and it's fresh in the beginning, and it has that musky undertone which combined can go in that direction of a fresh wood fragrance, but doesn't smell like you have wood here. Now, my girlfriend doesn't like this fragrance. I would say that she hates it, but it will be a little bit too much, because she doesn't hate the scent DNA or how it smells, but it's more like she doesn't like the ambroxan and the musk from this fragrance. She's not the only one. Sometimes I'm also a little bit bothered by the screechiness and that harshness from these two notes. I also recommend avoiding spraying it on the clothes, because this thing doesn't go away very easily. Now, price point, Megamare is around 155 euros on the Orto Parisi website, but you can find it cheaper on the grey market and also on the Facebook groups. Again, be aware for the fakes, there are a lot of them. You can also watch videos on YouTube how to see if the bottle is fake or not. Now, in the end, Megamare is a fresh aquatic marine fragrance with an insane longevity and performance. It has an artistic and interesting scent DNA. It changes a lot, starts like a beautiful sunny day and ends up like a storm on the sea. And you also in the sea, you're not on the boat, you have that diving gear and you're descending to the bottom of the sea to meet the Kraken. So yeah, this was my take on Megamare. If you like it, press on the like button, subscribe to my channel. If you already tried Megamare, I would love to hear your opinion in the comment section. And till the next time, take care. And also, if you have Megamare, don't overspray it. See ya.